and teacher education. And I equally thankful for giving me this opportunity to deliver my address in this valedictory session. When this idea came for national conference, initially the organizers and the conveners came to us also in Delhi Teachers University, and they have taken some of the ideas that we are going to organize a conference on school and teacher education. The whole nation after NEP 2020 is basically discussing about teacher education and school education. They both are the important areas. If you read 86-page policy, National Education Policy, NEP 2020, it is the only, I think, the area of concern for NEP is presently the teacher education. Why teacher education is so much has been emphasized. If you see the legacy of India after having our constitution enacted in 26 January 1950, and you go through about all the constitutional journey, I have seen that the constitution has already given us some right kind of mandate in part 3 of the constitution, that is called fundamental rights, and as well as the part 4 of the constitution, DPSP, directive principle of state policy. Constitutional makers or the forefathers, they are very clear about their agenda that for any welfare nation, and India has been considered as a welfare nation, socially republic, and all kind of other adjective has been written in our preamble, that India is considered to be a welfare nation, and for a welfare nation, the 3 parameters after food, clothes and shelter, education and health is very important. But at the time of our independence, we are not able to provide education to each and everyone because of so many hurdles, because of so many considerations. That time also 33 crore population was there and the literacy rate was very, very low. So the constitution makers very candidly have put education on concurrent list. Earlier it was on state list, and then after 76 amendment under the chairmanship of Sardar Saran Singh committee in 1976, that matter has been shifted from state list to concurrent list because education is a matter of priority both center and state. So in that way, throughout our constitutional planners, if you see and read the debates of constitutional planners, and if you see that how constitutional planners has been thoroughly worked that education should be an area of priority, because without education no nation can develop, and for any nation only progression comes through education. If we want to compare ourselves with other developed countries like Finland, like Sweden and other countries, the only thing is that they are ahead us because of their one thing is they have limited population and they have vast resources, and the important element is education, and because of that education they are now prosperous. So, and thanks to Corona, courtesy to Corona, that education and health is now very important area for deliberation and consideration. So our constitution has been already guaranteed us 6 fundamental rights. Earlier we have 7, and right to property has been amended, and we have now 6 fundamental rights. If you see the first fundamental right, right to equality, which comes under Article 14 to 18. Then we have our right to liberty, which comes under Article 19 to 22. Then we have our right against exploitation, Article 23-24. We have fourth right, right to religious worship, which comes Article 25 to 28. Then right to culture and education, right 29 and 30. And 31 was right to property, which has been omitted and now is not a constitutional right, it's a legal right. And we have 32 article, which is the soul of the constitution, has been remarked by Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar also, and our constitutional planners also, right to constitutional remedies, which gives us 5 kind of writs of habeas corpus, writ of mandamus, and other kind of writs you must have seen. But in